Let's hook up the main body. First, the first loop is a loop stitch. 6 short needles. A loop stitch is made by winding a thread around your finger twice. Two circles like this. Bring. This hand holds up the threads. Crochet through the circle. Pull a coil over here. Pull another coil through this coil. This is a loop stitch. Then we'll hook 6 short pins. A short stitch is a crochet stitch through a circle. Pull a coil over here. Now there are 2 coils on the crochet hook. Pull the crochet hook in a loop. So this V shape is a stitch. We put a marker on the first pin. As the first stitch of the circle. Then we move on to the second stitch. The third stitch. The fourth stitch. The fifth stitch. The sixth stitch. This makes a total of 6 pins, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After the hook, let's tighten the coil. Pull this thread. See which of these 2 wires is moving. We're gonna pull on the moving wire. The circle of the coil tightens. Let's tighten this thread again. This is the winding. Then we cut off the threads. The end of each circle is finished with a drawing pin. We take off the marker. Mark the location of the buckle. Crochet through this position. Pull a coil over here. Hit right finish. This is a V shape right here. It's not a needle hole. It's not a stitch. So we're going to tighten the stitch. Make it smaller. This is the first round of the hook. Every lap is made up of 1. Raise a pin. It's the beginning of the log pin. A standing stitch is a crochet hook wrapped around a loop and pulled over. It's a standing pin. This is used as the beginning of each lap. Then we hook the second circle. The second circle is made up of 6 pins. That's 12 stitches. We'll hook the first addition at this point of the draw. To add a needle is to hook 2 short needles in the same eye. Like the stitch that we pulled here. Hook the first plus pin. This is the same stitch with 2 short stitches here. We put a marker on the first short pin, here. This is the first needle added. And then we add a second pin, here on the second stitch. 2 short stitches in the same stitch. It's just a plus pin. That'll finish the second stitch. And then we add the third pin. Add the fourth needle. Add the fifth needle. Add the sixth needle. That's the end of the second loop. We're gonna take off this pin on the marker. Pull to end the circle. Tighten this stitch. Then hook a standing pin. The third lap is made up of 6 groups. 1 short stitch and 1 plus stitch. That's 18 stitches. So let's start with the first group. Put a short needle in this part of the draw. Marking buckle. Put an extra stitch on the next stitch. Adding a stitch is 2 short stitches in the same stitch. That'll finish the first set. Then we check the second group. A short needle. 1 plus pin. That'll finish the second set. Then there are 4 more groups. We'll finish it together. Second turn like this. And that's it for the third round. We take off the marker. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tighten this stitch. Hook a standing pin. The fourth lap is made up of 6 groups. 2 short stitches, 1 plus 1. That's 24 shots in all. Now let's go ahead and check the first group. Hook the first short needle where the light is drawn. Marking buckle. Second pin. 1 plus pin. To add a needle is to hook 2 short needles in the same eye. That'll finish the first set. Then we check the second group. 2 short needles. 1 plus pin. That'll finish the second set. Then there are 4 more groups. We'll finish it together. Round first over. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tighten this stitch. Hook a standing pin. The 5th lap is made up of 6 groups, 3 short needles and 1 plus needle. That's 30 stitches. Now we're in this place where we pulled it. Hook the first short stitch. Marking buckle. Second pin. The 3rd short pin. 1 plus pin. To add a needle is to hook 2 short needles in the same way. That'll finish the first set. Then we check the second group. 3 short needles. One plus pin. That'll finish the second set. Then there are 4 more groups. We'll finish it together. Group is finished. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tighten this stitch. Hook a standing pin. The 6th lap is made up of 6 groups. 4 short needles and 1 plus needle. That's 36 stitches. Let's start with the first group. Hook the first short needle where the lead is drawn. Marking buckle. Second pin. The 3rd short pin. The 4th short needle. 1 plus pin. To add a needle is to hook 2 short needles in the same way. That'll finish the first set. Then we check the second group. 4 short needles. One plus pin. The second set is finished. Then there are 4 more groups. We'll finish it together. The 6th loop is over. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tighten this stitch. Hook a standing pin. The 7th lap is made up of 6 groups. 5 short needles plus 1 needle. That's 42 stitches. Now let's go ahead and check the first group. Hook the first short needle where the lead is drawn. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin. The fourth short pin. The fifth short pin. 1 plus pin. That'll finish the first set. Then there are 4 more groups. We'll finish it together. Round 7 is your fun. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tighten this stitch. Hook a standing pin. Lap the leg through 18 are the same. A short stitch is attached to each stitch. That's 40 stitches per turn. Now let's start with the first short stitch. Hook the first short needle where the lead is drawn. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin. The fourth short needle. This circle is full of short stitches. There are 42 short needles. Follow this hook all the way to circle 18. We'll finish it together. Round 18 is over. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tighten this stitch. Hook a standing pin. Lap 19 is made up of 6 groups. 5 short needles. A reduction stitch is composed. That's 36 stitches. Now let's go ahead and check the first group. Hook the first short needle where the lead is drawn. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin. The fourth short pin. Fifth pin. 1 reducer. To reduce the stitches to pick the other half of the stitch. The other half of 2 consecutive stitches. Combine the 2 stitches into 1 stitch. This is called reducing the needle. Now we crochet. Pick the other half of the 2 white stitches. Crochet pull a coil over. Pull another coil over here. So you combine these 2 needles into one. It's just a reducer. That'll finish the first set. And then we'll check the second group. 5 short needles. One reducer. Group R is finished. Then there are 4 more groups. We'll finish it together. Round the 19 is off. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tighten this stitch. Hook a standing pin. Lap 20 is made up of 6 groups. 4 short stitches and 1 reduced stitch. That's 30 stitches. Now let's go ahead and check the first group. Hook the first short needle where the lead is drawn. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin. The fourth short needle. 1 reducer. To reduce the needle is to adjust the other half of the 2 needle eyes. Pull a coil over here. Pull another coil over here. That'll finish the first set. Then we check the second group. 4 short needles. One reducer. The second set is finished. Then there are 4 more groups. We'll finish it together. Round 20 is over. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tighten this stitch. Hook a standing pin. Lap 21 is made up of 6 groups. 3 short stitches and 1 reduced stitch. That's 24 shots in all. Now let's go ahead and check the first group. Hook the first short needle where the lead is drawn. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin. 1 reducer. That'll finish the first set. Then we check the second group. 3 short needles. 1 reducer. That'll finish the second set. Then there are 4 more groups. We'll finish it together. "21 loops are done." Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tighten the stitch. Hook a standing pin. 22 laps are made up of 6 groups. Consists of 2 short needles and 1 reduced needle. That's 18 stitches. Now let's go ahead and check the first group. Hook the first short needle where the lead is drawn. Marking buckle. Second pin. 1 reducer. That'll finish the first set. Then we check the second group. 2 short needles. 1 reducer. The second set is finished. Then there are 4 more groups. We'll finish it together. Loop 22 一扫粉. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tighten the stitch. Hook a standing pin. Lap 23 is made up of 6 groups. 1 short stitch and 1 reduced stitch. That's 12 stitches. Now let's go ahead and check the first group. Hook the first short needle where the lead is drawn. Marking buckle. One reducer. That'll finish the first set. Then we check the second group. A short needle. 1 reducer. That'll finish the second set. Then there are 4 more groups. We'll finish it together. After the 23rd hole, Let's not pull it out yet. Add the filler cotton first. After filling the cotton sheath, we'll pull out of the loop. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tighten this stitch. Hook a standing pin. Round 24 is made up of 6 pins. There are 6 needles in total. Now let's start with the first reduction stitch. Pick the other half of the needle at this point of the draw. And the outside half of the next stitch. Pull a coil over here. Pull another coil. Finish these to loop. This is the first reduction stitch. We add the marker buckle. Then take the second abbreviation. There are also 3 reduction pins. We'll finish it together. After 24 loops, we take off the marker. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tie-dye opening. Leave a line. Disconnection. Adjust the other half of each stitch once. Cut off the wire ends. This completes the main body. Now let's draw a line of another color. Let's hook to corner E. The first loop is a loop stitch. For short needles, wrap the thread around your finger twice. Loop stitch. Hook for short pins. The first short stitch. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin. The fourth short needle. Tightening coil. Pull this thread. See which of these two circles is moving. And then pull on this moving loop. Sure it tightens up, and then pull this thread out. Cut off the wire ends. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tighten this stitch. Hook a standing pin. The second loop is to hook a short stitch on each pin. There are 4 needles in total. We'll hook the first short needle where the draw ends. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin. The fourth short needle. The second loop is done. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tighten this stitch. Hook a standing pin. The third lap is made up of 2 sets, 1 short stitch and 1 plus stitch. There are 6 needles in total. Now let's check the first group. Hook the first short needle where the lead is drawn. Marking buckle. One plus pin. To add a needle is to hook 2 short needles in the same eye. That'll finish the first set. Then take the second group. The third round is alpha. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tighten this stitch. Hook a standing pin. The fourth round is a short stitch for each pin. There are 6 needles in total. We'll hook the first short needle where the draw ends. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin. The fourth short needle. Remove marker buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tighten this stitch. Hook a standing pin. The fifth circle is made up of 2 short pins, 2 long needles plus a needle, composed of 2 short needles. That's 8 stitches. Now let's hook 2 short pins. Hook the first short needle where the lead is drawn. Marking buckle. Second pin. Two long needles plus a needle. A long needle and a needle. Hook 2 long needles in the same eye. Now let's hook the long needle. Make a loop of the crochet. Now there are 2 coils on the crochet hook. Crochet through the stitch. Pull a coil over here. Now there are 3 coils on the crochet hook. 123, 3 coils. Crochet pull a thread alpha. Finish with 2 coils. Now there are 2 coils on the crochet hook. Crochet and pull 1 more coil. Finish these 2 coils. So the stitch is a long stitch. Long needle plus needle. That's 2 long stitches in the same stitch. Now we're on the same needle, here. Hook the second long needle. Sure there are 2 long needles in the same stitch. It's just a long needle and a needle. And then we hook a long needle and a needle. Finish with 2 short stitches. That's the end of the 5th loop. Remove the mark buckle at the mark buckle position. Pull to end the circle. Tighten this stitch. Hook a standing pin. The 6th and 7th loop are the same. It's a short stitch in each stitch. That's 8 stitches. We'll hook the first short needle where the draw ends. Marking buckle. Second pin. Always hook 8 short pins. Loop 7 in the same way. The 7th loop is alpha. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tighten this stitch. Thread teacher. Plug filling cotton. That's the end of one corner. We'll hook the other one the same way. Like we hook our ears. Let's use this color line. The first loop is a loop stitch. 6 short needles. The first short stitch. Marking buckle. Second pin. Always hook 6 short pins. Tightening coil. See which one is pulling which one. And then connect this wire. Cut off the wire ends. Pull to end the first circle. Tighten this stitch. Hook a standing pin. The second circle is made up of 6 pins. That's 12 stitches. We'll put the first pin on the draw. To add a needle is to hook 2 short needles in the same eye. This is a plus pin. We put a mark here on the first needle. Buckle. Second addition. Hook all 6 plus pins. After the 6 stitches are done, remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tighten this stitch. Thread 2 chain. Disconnection. The ears is shaped like this. We can be at the very back and the very front. The 2 stitches are in place. Pick the inside half stitch. Sew it tight. This completes one ear. We'll hook the other one the same way. Like we use this color to tie our hair. It takes 5 hairs in total. First is the needle. Crochet through the thread. Make a rib of the crochet. Crochet to pull a coil. Take it through this coil. Tighten the wide end. This is the needle. Then we hook 12 lock pins. A lock stitch is a crochet needle wound around the thread. Pull through this coil. Show this V shape is a lock pin. We put a marker on the first pin, here. There are 12 pins to hook. Return to the second stage. Here. Add board half. Fill in half a stitch. Pick the inner half of the stitch. Hook the first short stitch. Marking buckle. There are 11 short stitches. And then we hook a lock pin. Tighten the stitch. Leave a little shoe chain. Hide this thread. That's the end of one hay. We'll do the same thing with the other 4. Now let's hook the nails with this color thread. First stitch. Tensioning. Hook 6 log pins. First hook the first log pin. Marking buckle. Second log pin. The third log pin. Then return to the second stitch. Pick half the second stitch, here. First hook for short pins. The first short stitch. Marking buckle. Pick half stitch and hook the second short stitch. The third short pin. The fourth short pin. And then on the stitch, here. 3 short stitches in the same stitch. First stitch. Second stitch. Third stitch. Then pick half a stitch on the side. Start with 3 short stitches. One plus pin. That completes the first lap. We take off the marker. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tighten this stitch. Hook a standing pin. The second circle ends. 1 plus pin. To add a needle is to hook 2 short needles in the same eye. We'll put a needle in this part of the drawer. Add a marking button here on the first needle eye. Three short needles. We can put the thread in the back. Hide it while you're at it. Triple injection. Double injection. The second loop is over. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tighten this stitch. Leave a line. Stop line. If you use a suture, leave a long thread. You don't have to leave a long thread if you use viscose. And then hide this thread. And then we add the nostrils with a black line. Now let's add nostrils to the nose. With black thread. Tie a knot. In this hole here. Pull it out. Flip up and flip up. 2 stitches, then a diagonal upturn. Same thing here. Tie a knot in the back. So the nose is complete. Like us to hook flowers. The little flower on the head is one of 3 colors. Let's do that in this color. First is the loop stitch. Three locking pins. Return second stitch. This is the second needle. Pick this half stitch. Hook to short pins. First stitch. Second stitch. And then in the circle, here. Crochet through the circle. Pull a coil over here. Hook a drawing pin. It just goes right through this coil. Is the first group. In total, we have to check 3 groups. Let's check the second group. 3 lock pins. Return to the second pin. Half stitch. Hook 2 short pins. Hook a drawing pin here in the circle. That's it for the second set. Then check the third group. After 3 sets of hook, we hook another lock pin. Then pull the pin tight. Now let's tighten this coil. We can put this wire through this coil first. Hide behind. Now pull this thread. See which wire is moving. And then pull on this line that moves again. Tighten this coil. Pull this thread again. This way, a small flower is finished. If you want to use the suture method, fixed on the subject, done by line. If not, you can hide the thread. Then cut the wire. So you can go straight to the viscose method. Fixed to the main body. We also hook a small green and yellow flower. Now let's assemble this car. First, 2 angles. 2 angles. It was somewhere between lap 3 and lap 5. A little bit further back. This is right in the middle. Let's move back a little. Then the ears. The ears are 1 circle apart below the corners. Also a little further back. The seam is between lap 6 and 7. The hair is in front of the 2 corners. This line is lined up. The flower will soon. Just keep it in this position. The eyes are positioned between lap 8 and 9. Place 8 stitches in the center of the front. The 9th is on lap 10. On lap 10. This position. Right in the middle of the front. We can take the flowers and the hair off first. Then we'll sew the feet first. If you tie a knot here, it won't fall out easily. When we're done, we hide the thread. The sewing process looks at the asymmetry of the two sides. Or you could use the viscose method. First cut the tape to a sharp point. You'll get less glue out of it. Then reheat the tape. Let it melt. Glue 1. Set the position before. Stick it in the right place. Now sew the ears. The ear should be a little behind the feet. Tip it lined. And then we add eyes. Position yourself on the side first. You can also use a glue gun. Then fix the knife. If we want to glue our hair, You can hide the thread, because glue sticks faster. The location is easy to determine. Once we have the location, just stick on this little piece. So let's do the same thing. Glue on the remaining fajas. After the hair is glued, let's stick the little flower on the head. The flower is stuck to this triangle. This is the way to finish the twist. Let's do it in a different color. Oh, why? That's a couple.